You are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxshall, in which I chronicle my life and attempts to become a professional writer by, doing some writing daily, hopefully. Hello and welcome to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. It's Monday the 20th today, and I'm not going to lie, I'm still really struggling with the things I talked about, what happened last week, and I've been trying to motivate myself to do some writing today, and I've utterly failed. So no writing. I can't even bring myself to... there's so many little things I need to do. I need to get on with my submission for... submissions for the English Hikikomori. I need to write a synopsis, and there is something I have done actually to sort of help myself with that. I've decided to reread the book, and I haven't got a paperback version or a printed version of the final manuscript. I've got earlier drafts, but not the final manuscript. So what I've done is I've gone to a website called lulu.com and created a hardback for myself of the final manuscript of the book, which I should get in the next week or so. I'm going to read that and do a chapter by chapter synopsis, which will hopefully then get edited down to be the correct length for the synopsis to go with my submission. But I've not been in the mood to do... I wanted to go online earlier and do a bit of writing, but I just... I think I've gone from shock, where I was earlier, into grief now, and I'm just, so I'm struggling to think of anything to talk about for this. So I've found a random topic generator on the internet, and I'm going to just talk, just to keep me talking really, and trying to enthuse and not getting out of the habit of doing this, because I honestly believe if I keep doing this podcast, I will probably get back into the writing quicker, hopefully. But anyway, so this is the first question on... Oh, okay. So this random topic is giving me, who was the first band or musician that you were really into, and do you still like them? There's two answers to that. I did like ABBA when I was a kid, but I never bought any ABBA music. I think I bought a couple of singles. My very first single that I bought was I Don't Like Mondays by the Boomtown Rats. Followed by some utter crap after that. I can't remember what the ones I bought after that, but one of the other early singles I bought was This Old House by Shaking Stevens, and the first album I ever bought was that album that it came off. I think it was also called This Old House by Shaking Stevens, and I really liked them at the time. I suspect my second, third and fourth albums were by Shaking Stevens as well. Do I still like them? Nah, not really. I don't listen to them at all, or listen to him at all anymore, so that's a very interesting random topic. Let's press the button and see what happens next. What is your favourite thing to eat or drink in the winter? Oh, what a crap question. What is my favourite thing to eat or drink in the winter? I do like a nice hot chocolate, and I have just discovered from Hotel Chocolat they do a dark chocolate and ginger hot chocolate, which is absolutely delightful. You don't even need one of their expensive machines to make it properly. It's very good. Okay, another topic. What is the best pair of shoes you have ever owned? Why would they say good? What a bloody stupid question. I don't have a best pair of shoes. I don't have a time in my life where I think, oh, that's the best pair of shoes I've ever owned. Next. How do you plan to make the world a better place? The world will never be a better place. Where did you grow up? I grew up in Malaysia. Next. What is a controversial opinion that you have? I don't think I have any... Well, I suppose I have one controversial opinion, is that we should just respect people, irrespective of what gender they are, or what they believe they are, or perceive that they are, probably is a better way of putting it. So as much as I'm really enjoying writing the Empress of the Trees book at the moment, I do have a non-binary character in there, and I'm kind of surprised that somebody hasn't come online and criticised me for being woke, for having that character. But do you know what? I don't care, because if somebody really does have a problem with that character, then they don't have to read the bloody book, do they? Not that it's ever going to see the light of day. Did your family take seasonal vacations? Well, we used to go on holiday, if that's what you mean. We used to quite often go camping in France, or we also did the Norfolk Broads a couple of times, which was a lot of fun. Have I got to 6 minutes yet? No. Next topic. Which recent news story is the most interesting? None of them are interesting. They're all bloody terrifying. We're all heading for a massive cataclysmic end of the world, in my opinion, and not just one I'm writing about in my book. You have to live one day of your life forever. Which day do you choose? 14th of April this year. Except I somehow prevent Penny from going back to Taiwan. If you could choose any two famous people to have to lunch or dinner, who would it be? Oh God, I'd have to have a Doctor Who, and probably one of the not alive ones, because I'm guessing it could be any two famous people. So I'd probably go for William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton, or maybe Patrick Troughton and John Pertwee. I think that would be quite cool. We're nearly there. None of these are any good. What's the best show currently on TV? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I watched Doctor Who, but I'm not enthralled by it so far. Currently on TV. I'm not watching a lot of currently in production shows. I tend to wait till stuff is finished, because when I was a kid I got blindsided by some shows being cancelled. So for example, I absolutely adored Twin Peaks when it was first on, and it got cancelled, and it got cancelled with a massive cliffhanger that put practically all the characters in jeopardy at the end of series 2, and then it never came back. And I have to say, that put me off watching TV, and even now I would rather wait till the show has finished and watch it all than be watching it as it's broadcast and then it get cancelled and me never getting to know what happens. You know, for example, Breaking Bad, I waited till Breaking Bad finished before I watched it. I thought it was a really good show, but I didn't watch any of it until after it was finished. Right, I'll do one more and then I'll stop. What do you think about reality TV? Why do you think it's so popular? I think reality TV is cheaper and easier to make. I think it's popular because there's so much of it. I think if you throw a lot of stuff at people, then that's what they're going to end up watching. And I think it's made because it's cheaper than drama. I think that's why we get a lot of reality TV now. What do I think of it? I think generally it's shit. I can't bear things like Love Island. I have unfortunately, and I hate to admit this, I do have a soft spot for Big Brother. I don't know why, because it's just as crap. Well, no, I don't think it is as crap as all the others, actually. And I have found a website that's got every single episode on it. And since the pandemic, a friend and I have been watching it daily as though it's actually happening. And and I was lucky enough to briefly meet Davina McCall, not through work actually, just in a different situation last year, very, very briefly, but she was very, very nice. And I think, you know, it was a great fun show. I'm so sorry this hasn't been more just more about writing, but I literally, I've spent 3 or 4 hours trying to think of a topic that I could speak about, and my brain is just so numb with everything that's happened recently. I was really, really struggling to do that. So just say that I don't miss a day. I've done this. Hopefully tomorrow will be a bit better. If not, you get more random thoughts. Sorry, until my brain recovers, which may never happen. Well, hopefully it will. Sorry about today's show. Take care. Bye-bye. You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxall. Thank you for tuning in to my random ramblings, and if you'd like to know more about me or my projects, visit my link tree at linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W. Thank you for listening.